Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets.
It's certainly been a whirlwind week.
It really has. In the tech world,
And outer space.
from AI's growing influence,
To those uncrewed starships.
potentially heading to Mars.
There's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, so much to talk about. We've also got this fascinating intersection
Oh, yes.
of politics and the stock market.
A volatile mix.
Always seems to generate buzz.
It does, especially with companies like Trump Media and Technology Group.
TMTG.
Or TMTG for short.
They're a prime example of how political sentiment
Absolutely.
can directly impact a company's stock performance.
Sometimes even more so than their actual financials.
Right. Their stock trades under the ticker symbol DJT.
It's been on a roller coaster lately.
It has, with trading volumes surging.
To 6 times their usual average.
Wow.
Some are calling it the Trump trade.
The Trump trade.
Betting odds on his political future.
Directly influencing TMTG's stock fluctuations.
It's creating a unique dynamic.
It's almost as if investors are treating TMTG stock as a proxy
Yeah.
for their political beliefs.
A fascinating phenomenon.
And this trend extends beyond TMTG
Oh, it does.
to other companies associated with Trump, like Rumble,
The video platform,
popular with conservatives,
even Funware,
a data analytics company,
linked to previous Trump campaigns.
experiencing similar politically driven.
Politically driven market swing.
It highlights how political sentiment
Yes.
can have a tangible impact on the financial markets.
Especially in today's interconnected world.
But when it comes to TMTG,
Specifically,
their actual financial performance seems to paint a different picture.
it does.
Their revenue for the first half of the year,
Just $1.6 million
and they're still operating
at a loss.
against a multi-billion-dollar valuation.
A bit of a head scratcher.
It really is. Their user base on Truth Social
Their social media platform.
isn't growing at a sustainable pace.
And their advertising revenue is minimal.
So essentially, their valuation seems to be driven more by speculation
And political sentiment.
than by tangible financial performance.
That seems to be the case for now.
It'll be interesting to see how their third quarter results play out
Whether they can translate the political buzz surrounding Trump,
into a viable and profitable business.
we'll have to wait and see.
All right, so the Trump trade is a fascinating case study
It really is.
in how politics and finance can collide in unexpected ways.
Absolutely.
But let's shift gears
Okay.
from the world of politically charged stocks
To something a little less volatile.
to the world of artificial intelligence.
And its impact on the financial industry.
Now that's a topic,
That's been generating a lot of buzz lately.
and rightfully so. AI is no longer a futuristic concept.
Right.
It's becoming a core part of how financial businesses operate and innovate.
And the recent Money 2020 conference
In Las Vegas,
really highlighted AI's growing influence.
in the fintech space,
Absolutely. It was a clear sign that the financial world,
is embracing the practical applications of AI.
like never before,
This wasn't just a conference full of theoretical discussions.
it was about real-world implementations and tangible results.
And the numbers speak for themselves.
They do.
Over 76% of companies in attendance,
Had already initiated AI projects,
and nearly half of those projects.
spearheaded by the industry's biggest players,
So AI is no longer a niche technology.
reserved for tech giants,
It's becoming a mainstream tool.
for financial institutions of all sizes.
What were some of the key takeaways from Money 2020?
Did they discuss specific applications of AI in finance?
They did.
High-profile speakers from leading AI companies
Like OpenAI and Anthropic.
who discussed a wide range of applications,
From fraud detection and risk management.
to personalized financial advice and algorithmic trading,
So AI is being used to enhance security
personalized customer experiences.
and make more data-driven decisions.
Exactly. It's about leveraging AI's capabilities to streamline operations
Improve efficiency.
and ultimately provide better services to customers.
And it wasn't just a conference for AI veterans either.
Money 2020 catered to both newcomers and those already familiar with AI,
Offering guidance and resources for financial professionals.
looking to implement AI effectively,
They had sessions specifically designed to educate people about AI.
highlighting the inclusive nature of this technological revolution.
It's not just for the tech-savvy.
It's for everyone who wants to stay ahead of the curve.
That's encouraging to hear. It seems like the fintech industry is taking a proactive approach.
To adopting and integrating AI.
And it's not just limited to the U.S. either.
Money 2020 is expanding globally.
With upcoming events planned in Amsterdam and Bangkok.
Focusing on AI and open banking.
Open banking.
It's definitely a global trend.
Financial institutions around the world are recognizing AI's potential.
To transform the industry.
And open banking enables secure data sharing,
Between financial institutions and third-party providers.
playing a key role in facilitating AI-driven innovation.
It's a powerful combination.
Driving a wave of new fintech products and services that are more personalized and accessible than ever before.
A very exciting time to be following all of this.
It is. Speaking of fintech companies that are successfully riding this wave of innovation,
Yes.
let's talk about SoFi,
SoFi.
a company that's been making headlines with its impressive financial growth.
And strategic shift toward diversification.
SoFi is definitely a company worth watching.
They've achieved something quite remarkable.
A perfect 50-50 split.
Between their traditional lending revenue and their revenue generated by their tech-driven financial platform.
That's a significant milestone.
Yeah.
It shows that they're not just a lender anymore.
Right, but a multifaceted financial services provider.
Exactly.
Their financial services and technology platform revenue
Grew by an astonishing 64%,
in the last quarter.
which is the testament to their successful transition.
It is.
What factors do you attribute to this success?
Well, a key part of their strategy,
Has been a focus on high yield,
fee-based revenue streams,
so they're less reliant on traditional lending.
which can be susceptible to economic fluctuations.
So they're building a more resilient and diversified business model.
That can weather economic storms.
That's exactly it,
They're creating multiple revenue streams
which strengthens their financial foundation.
and positions them for long-term success.
And it's not just their financial platform that's doing well.
Their digital banking arm
SoFi Money.
is also seeing impressive growth.
SoFi Money is booming,
They've seen massive growth in member deposits
which allows them to offer competitive lending rates.
and expand their product offerings
It's a win-win situation.
for both SoFi and its customers.
It sounds like they're creating a loyal customer base
They
by
are.
providing valuable financial services.
That meet evolving needs.
And despite the current uncertain economic climate,
SoFi seems to be navigating it effectively.
in fact,
They might even be in a position to benefit from lower interest rates.
that's intriguing.
How so?
How so?
Lower rates could lead to increased demand.
For home loans and student loan refinancing.
Two areas where SoFi excels.
So they're strategically positioned.
To capitalize on potential shifts in the market.
And what's even more impressive,
Is their commitment to organic growth?
over flashy acquisition,
They're building their brand, expanding their reach
achieving impressive annual revenue growth,
through strategic planning and execution.
not through risky mergers and acquisitions
This is a refreshing approach.
that emphasizes sustainable growth over short-term gains,
It is. It's a testament to their long-term vision.
and their belief in building a solid foundation for the future.
Speaking of the future,
Let's delve into a topic that often sparks both excitement and apprehension,
the rise of AI and robotics.
and the potential impact.
It could have on our world.
Yes.
The robot revolution.
A topic that often feels like it's straight out of science fiction.
Yet it's rapidly becoming our reality.
It certainly is.
Some predictions are even suggesting that humanoid robots,
Could outnumber humans.
by 2040.
That's less than 20 years away.
It's a bold prediction,
It is.
but not entirely implausible.
Considering the rapid pace of technological advancement we're witnessing,
We're already seeing robots being integrated into various industries.
for manufacturing and healthcare,
To retail and logistics.
and as artificial intelligence continues to evolve
We can expect robots to become even more sophisticated.
and capable of performing a wider range of tasks.
It's not just about robots performing manual labor anymore.
Not at all.
AI is enabling robots to perform tasks,
That require cognitive abilities.
problem-solving skills.
And even some level of creativity.
Okay, I'm officially starting to feel like you're stepping into a science fiction movie.
But on a serious note,
Okay.
why would we want robots to outnumber humans?
It's not necessarily about wanting them to outnumber us,
Doesn't that seem a bit risky?
but rather about understanding and adapting to the potential implications of this trend.
Okay.
Robots can fill labor gaps in industries facing shortages,
Particularly as populations age and birth rates decline,
so they could help address demographic challenges.
and support an aging workforce.
Exactly.
They can also boost productivity
Enhance efficiency.
and potentially contribute to economic stability.
It sounds like robots could be a valuable asset to our society.
But what about the potential downsides? What about job displacement? Are we all going to be out of work if robots become our new colleagues?
That's a valid concern,
It is.
and one that we need to address thoughtfully and proactively.
However, history has shown us that technological advancements often lead to the creation of new industries,
And opportunities.
even as they displace existing jobs.
The key is to adapt and evolve,
So it's not a simple equation of robots taking over all the jobs,
but rather a more complex evolution of the workforce
creating new roles.
and requiring new skill sets.
The key is to adapt and evolve
We need to focus on education and training programs
that equip people with the skills they need to thrive in a world.
where AI and robots are commonplace.
We need to be lifelong learners.
Always ready to upskill and reskill.
As the technological landscape changes around us,
Well said. It seems like the future is full of both opportunities.
and challenges.
And it's up to us to navigate this new landscape wisely.
But for now,
Okay.
let's shift our focus back to a familiar tech giant that's known for pushing the boundaries of innovation.
Apple.
Apple, a company that never seems to shy away from making bold moves.
And setting new industry standards.
They recently held their Scary Fast event,
Scary fast.
where they unveiled a new lineup of Macs,
Powered by their latest M4 chips.
which are said to be incredibly powerful and efficient.
Scary fast is certainly an attention-grabbing name for an event.
It is.
And from what I've seen,
the new Macs seem to live up to the hype.
they do.
They certainly do.
And they took a unique approach to the event,
Spreading the announcements over 3 days.
keeping the tech world on the edge of their seats.
It was a clever marketing strategy.
It definitely worked.
So what were some of the highlights of the event?
Were there any standout products that caught your eye?
The redesigned Mac Mini with the M4 chip.
It was a definite showstopper,
It's unbelievably compact, yet incredibly powerful.
packed with features that cater to both casual and professional users.
It's amazing how they managed to cram so much power into such a small package
And they've positioned it as a versatile machine.
that can handle everything from everyday tasks to demanding creative projects.
It's truly impressive, and it's just one example.
Of how Apple continues to innovate and push the boundaries of technology.
But let's not forget about the bigger picture here.
Apple isn't just releasing new products.
They're also making strategic moves.
In terms of their global manufacturing operations?
You're talking about their growing presence in India.
Exactly. It seems they're deliberately diversifying their production away from China.
And India is playing a key role in that strategy. It's a move that makes sense on multiple levels.
From geopolitical considerations to economic factors.
India has a large and skilled workforce.
And its government is actively working to attract foreign investment.
And create a more business-friendly environment.
So it's a win-win situation for both Apple and India.
It appears so. And it's not just about assembling products in India either.
Apple has invested heavily in building manufacturing facilities, testing labs.
And even engineering centers there.
So they're creating a whole ecosystem in India.
A sign that this is a long-term strategic move.
Not just a short-term cost-cutting measure.
Exactly. And with Indian exports of Apple products on the rise,
This trend is likely to continue.
it's fascinating to see how Apple is navigating the complexities of global manufacturing.
Balancing economic considerations with geopolitical factors.
Absolutely.
But let's not forget about their ultimate goal.
To push the boundaries of technology and create products that enhance our lives.
It's inspiring to see a company that's always pushing the envelope.
It is.
And it's a reminder that in the world of technology, the only constant is change.
And speaking of change,
Let's take a journey to a place where change is the ultimate frontier.
outer space.
To the stars. Always a welcome adventure.
Mm.
Have you heard about the possibility of uncrewed starships heading to Mars?
In just 2 years.
In just 2 years.
I have. It's an incredibly ambitious timeline.
It is.
But if anyone can pull it off,
It's Elon Musk and SpaceX.
they've already achieved some remarkable feats in space exploration.
So I wouldn't underestimate their capabilities.
I agree. They're definitely pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
And it seems they're taking a very methodical approach to Mars exploration.
First, they'll send uncrewed missions
To assess landing system safety protocols.
and the impact of Starship technology on the Martian terrain.
It's a smart strategy.
These uncrewed missions are essential for gathering data.
And ironing out any potential issues.
Before sending humans to Mars,
Safety is paramount.
when you're talking about interplanetary travel,
Absolutely. They need to make sure everything is working flawlessly before risking human lives.
and I imagine these uncrewed missions will be incredibly valuable for scientific research as well.
They will. These missions will help scientists gather data about the Martian atmosphere terrain,
And potential resources.
which is essential for planning future human settlements.
So these uncrewed missions are essentially laying the groundwork.
For a sustainable human presence on Mars.
Exactly. It's a step-by-step approach.
with each mission building on the knowledge and experience gained from the previous one.
It's a fascinating and ambitious undertaking.
It makes you wonder.
What will the future hold for humanity as we venture further into space? It's fascinating to see how companies are adapting and evolving.
Alongside these technologies.
Take Apple, for example.
Yeah,
They've been making some strategic moves lately.
particularly with their manufacturing operations.
You're talking about their expansion into India, right?
Yeah, it's been making headlines.
Especially with their Scary Fast event showcasing their new Macs.
Powered by the M4 chip.
Exactly. It seems like they're deliberately shifting some of their production away from China.
And India is becoming a key player in their global manufacturing strategy.
What's driving this shift?
Well, is it just about finding a cheaper manufacturing base?
Or are there other factors at play?
I mean...
It's more nuanced than simply seeking lower costs.
Okay.
While India certainly offers a competitive labor market.
There are also geopolitical considerations.
And a desire to tap into India's vast and skilled workforce.
So it's a strategic move to diversify their production.
And mitigate potential risks associated with relying too heavily on one country.
Makes sense.
Precisely. And India seems to be welcoming this investment with open arms.
Their government has been actively working to attract foreign companies like Apple.
By creating a more business-friendly environment.
It sounds like a mutually beneficial partnership.
It does.
But how significant is this shift?
Are they just assembling products in India?
Or are they establishing a more comprehensive presence there?
It's more than just assembly.
Okay.
Apple has invested heavily in building manufacturing facilities.
Testing labs?
And even engineering centers in India.
Wow.
They're creating a whole ecosystem there.
Which suggests a long-term commitment.
It does.
So they're not just outsourcing production.
They're building a strong foundation for innovation and growth in India.
Exactly.
And with Indian exports of Apple products already on the rise.
This trend is likely to continue.
It's a fascinating example of how global manufacturing is evolving.
Driven by factors like geopolitics, economics.
And access to skilled talent.
It's a reminder that the tech world is constantly in flux.
Adapting to changing circumstances and seeking out new opportunities.
Absolutely. But amidst all this change,
there's a sense of excitement and wonder about the future.
Especially when we look at the advancements in space exploration.
Ah, yes. SpaceX and their ambitious plans to send starships to Mars.
It's captivating the imaginations of people worldwide.
It certainly is the possibility of uncrewed starships heading to Mars.
In just 2 years.
In just 2 years is mind-boggling.
It is. Can you imagine a starship landing on Mars within our lifetime?
It seems straight out of science fiction.
It really does.
It's a testament to human ingenuity.
And our unrelenting drive to explore the unknown.
But why do you think they're focusing on uncrewed missions first?
Well, safety is paramount, right?
It is.
We wouldn't want to send humans to Mars without thoroughly testing the technology and understanding the Martian environment first.
It's a very methodical approach.
To ensure the success and safety of future crewed missions.
Exactly. These uncrewed missions will help them gather crucial data about the Martian atmosphere terrain.
And potential resources.
Which is essential for planning long-term human settlements.
So it's like sending robotic scouts ahead to pave the way for human explorers.
Precisely. And by meticulously studying the data collected from these uncrewed missions,
scientists can develop strategies to mitigate risks, optimize landing systems,
and ensure the well-being of future Martian inhabitants.
It's fascinating how they're using a combination of cutting-edge technology and scientific rigor to turn what was once a distant dream
into a tangible reality.
Speaking of turning dreams into reality, let's pivot back to Earth and discuss a topic that's both intriguing and,
for some, a bit unnerving.
The rise of humanoid robots.
Ah, yes. The robot revolution, a topic that often sparks both excitement
and anxiety.
It's like we're on the cusp of a new era.
Where humans and robots will increasingly coexist.
And collaborate.
Some experts are even predicting that humanoid robots could outnumber humans.
By 2040.
That's less than 20 years away.
Do you think that's a realistic possibility?
It's a bold prediction.
It is.
But considering the rapid pace of advancement in robotics and AI,
it's not entirely implausible.
We're already seeing robots being integrated into various industries.
From manufacturing and healthcare to retail and hospitality.
Right.
And as AI continues to evolve,
we can expect robots to become even more sophisticated.
And capable of performing a wider range of tasks.
Right.
Absolutely. We're moving beyond robots simply performing repetitive manual labor.
They're now being designed to handle tasks
that require problem-solving skills, critical thinking.
and even creativity.
It's a paradigm shift in how we perceive the role of robots in our society.
It's both fascinating and a bit daunting.
I mean, what does this mean for the future of work?
Are robots going to steal all our jobs?
It's a valid concern and one that we need to address proactively.
However, history has shown us that technological advancements often lead to the creation of new industries and opportunities.
Even as they displace existing jobs.
The key is to adapt.
And evolve.
So it's not a simple equation of robots replacing humans.
But rather, a more complex evolution of the workforce.
Some jobs will inevitably become automated.
But new roles will emerge requiring new skill sets and expertise.
The key is to embrace lifelong learning,
To constantly upskill and reskill ourselves.
to remain relevant in a rapidly changing job market,
So it's a call to action for all of us.
to be
To
proactive,
embrace change.
and to equip ourselves with the skills needed to thrive in a future.
Where AI and robots play an increasingly prominent role.
It's an exciting and challenging time to be alive.
It is.
From exploring the frontiers of space,
To navigating the rise of intelligent machines.
we're living in an era of unprecedented technological advancement.
But amidst all this change,
There's a fundamental question that we need to grapple with.
what does it mean to be human?
In a world increasingly shaped by technology,
That's a profound question,
it is,
and it's one that we'll continue to explore.
as we venture further into the uncharted territories of the future.
And on that note, we'll wrap up part 2 of our deep dive into the latest in tech and space exploration.
Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll delve deeper into the philosophical implications of our technological evolution and ponder the future of humanity in a world increasingly intertwined with artificial intelligence and robotics.
It's a question that philosophers and scientists alike have been pondering for centuries.
And as technology continues to advance at an exponential pace,
The answers become even more elusive.
it's almost as if the very definition of what it means to be
Or
human,
hence in flux,
constantly evolving,
alongside our technological creations.
in a way it is,
We're increasingly merging with our technology.
blurring the lines between the physical and digital realms.
Think about it.
We rely on smartphones for communication, entertainment.
They've become extensions of ourselves.
It's true. I feel lost without my phone,
It's become your external brain,
storing my memories
managing your schedule.
and connecting me to the world.
And as AI becomes more sophisticated,
We're starting to delegate even more cognitive tasks to machines,
we rely on algorithms to filter information
make recommendations.
and even influence our decisions.
It's both fascinating and a bit unsettling.
Are we sacrificing our autonomy and critical thinking skills?
By becoming so reliant on technology,
It's a valid concern,
it is,
but it's also an opportunity.
to redefine what it means to be human,
Perhaps our future lies not in resisting technology
but in harnessing its power to augment our abilities.
and expand our potential.
So instead of fearing the rise of robots,
We should focus on collaborating with them
leveraging their strengths,
while nurturing our own uniquely human qualities. Exactly. Robots might excel at data processing
repetitive tasks,
and physical labor,
but humans possess empathy,
creativity,
critical thinking,
and emotional intelligence.
qualities that are difficult to replicate in machines,
It sounds like a symbiotic relationship
where humans and robots each contribute their unique strengths
to create a more efficient, innovative.
and perhaps even compassionate society.
That's a hopeful vision,
It is,
and it's one worth striving for.
but it requires us to be mindful of the ethical implications,
Of our technological creations,
to ensure that AI and robotics are used for the betterment of humanity.
not for its detriment.
That's a crucial point,
We can't just blindly embrace technological advancement.
without considering the potential consequences
Right, we need to engage in open and honest conversations.
about the ethical challenges posed by AI.
Robotics and other emerging technologies.
I agree.
We need to establish clear guidelines and regulations.
To ensure that these technologies are developed and deployed responsibly.
With human values and well-being at the forefront,
It's a responsibility that we all share.
scientists
Policymakers
and citizens alike,
we need to work together
to shape a future where technology enhances our lives.
without compromising our humanity.
Well said. It's a future worth fighting for.
A future where humans and technology coexist harmoniously
Pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
while remaining grounded in our shared human values.
On that note, let's bring our deep dive to a close.
It's been a fascinating journey through the latest in tech
Space exploration.
and the philosophical implications of our technological evolution.
It has. And it's a reminder that the future is not predetermined.
It's a canvas on which we as humans have the power to paint our hopes
Dreams.
and aspirations.
Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech.
If you enjoyed the episode,
Like, comment, share.
and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.
Until next time.